Welcome back. We are talking to our plant and garden expert, Craig Hignight, here in the studio, taking your questions through the Facebook Live. And you have the first question.
Yes, I do. So Jim asked, I harvested sunflower seeds for the first time last year. I'm not positive what to do from here or when to plant them.
Okay, we're going to wait until we get out closer to Mother's Day. The ground still has to warm up, although the forsythia that I talk about all the time, it's in bloom. Start putting down your first step of weed preventer. But anyway, get the bed ready now. If your ground is workable, and at about Mother's Day, you will go ahead and do your planting.
Okay, Pat is asking, I have a conifer tree that the main center branch is not growing. Anything on it? Will this tree be okay?
Well, if you've got an evergreen that has had the top broken out, what you do is you go down the stem just a little ways and you choose a really good side branch and you slowly bring it up so it's vertical, and that will create a new top in the evergreen. And what you do is you just go ahead and tie a stake to the trunk of the evergreen and then slowly bring that branch up to vertical.
Gotcha. And Nick said, can you prune all the rose bushes now or is it too late?
All the what?
Rose bushes.
Rose bushes. No, it's actually a little bit early. We do our final rose pruning again at about Mother's Day. And at that time, we take them down to about 12 inches above the ground.
Okay, Thekla asking, is it too early to plant elephant? It's starting to grow.
Well, if you're going to plant it in the house right now. It is still way too chilly. Even as warm as the air is, the ground has not warmed up yet. But this would be a good time to get a lot of things like elephant ears, cannas, pre-started in the house, so when it finally does warm up, they'll have a jump start when they go into the garden.
All right, and then we have Donna, who says, what is the best way to keep weeds from growing between the bricks of my patio without killing the plants around the edge?
Okay, well, I hate to say it, but Roundup is probably the best product for killing the weeds in cracks. And after the Roundup is on, then you will go over that area with prune, and the prune will wash into the cracks and it'll keep new seedlings from coming up.
Okay. Curdy's asking, is it too early to put down prune?
No, I think at this point, as warm as it has been, that we're probably going to see early population on weeds this year.
Okay. And Andrew sent one in from J.K. Klein. My raspberries have one longish vine that is different color. Should I snip it? The other vines are fine.
That one oddball, I would go ahead and remove it. It could be you've gotten a reversion of some kind, and you're just going to take it down to 6 inches above the ground. And sometimes you do get that one cane that just takes off like a bad rocket. And when it gets up to nose height, just barely clip the tip off of it and make it bush out.
And we did have a write-in on a little sticky note right here, and it says, how do I get my ficus to flourish?
Okay, when I had my ficus, it got to spend the summer outside. We air condition, we pull the drapes to keep the sun out, keep the heat down in the house. Ficus, remember, they're a jungle plant. They can take full sun, get it used to the sun gradually. They're like us. You can sunburn them when they first go out. But then once it's outside, it will take off like a bad weed, as long as you're fertilizing it about every 2 weeks.
Got a lot of people asking about prune. I would just encourage you to go back and watch this once this is posted on the Facebook, because we did answer that question. Willow is asking, spray fruit trees for beetles yet?
A little early. Right now I would be putting on the dormant oil, and since dormant oil is hard to find, you're using an all-season oil spray in place of dormant oil before the tree leaves out.
And then a very large white pine was struck by lightning, now has stripped down its length where the bark is gone. What should I do?
Let Mother Nature take her course. We don't paint. All we want to do is remove any loose bark where the bark exploded away from the trunk. You want the bark firmly attached to the heartwood. Past that, let Mother Nature take care of it.
All right, thank you so much, Craig. And be sure to join our Facebook Live with Craig each and every Wednesday. There you can submit all of your questions and be part of the conversation. GMQC at 11 returns in just a few moments.